guys, so I'm actually filming during the week, which feels a little bit strange, and I'm filming after work, so I hope that the lighting will actually turn out okay. Today I'm going to be doing a tag for you, and I have all the questions written down, and this is the book buying tag that was created by Megan Olivier. I'm not sure if that's how you say your name, and I was tagged by Sue Morrow. It's 13 questions all about book buying habits, so here we go. Question 1. Where do you buy your books from? The majority of my books come from either Amazon or the Book Depository, simply for a financial reason. You get more books for your buck by buying them online, and also as well from the choice. A lot of the books that I enjoy reading, a lot of them aren't actually published in the UK. UK publishers don't pick them up, so I have to buy US editions that I can only get online. Question 2. Do you ever pre-order books, and if so, in store or online? Because like I said in the previous question, 99% of my book buying is done online. If I do pre-order books, it will be online. And I never used to pre-order books, but I've been pre-ordering books more and more. As it stands right now, I think I have 4 books on pre-order. I never used to do it, but I do it now. 3. On average, how many books do you buy a month? This changes throughout the year. You guys have probably noticed that there are certain months that more books come out in. For example, like July and August are very popular for book releases. But on average, I would say about 10. It can be less, it can be more. But I say on average it's probably about 10, but then I receive books for review as well, so it always seems like I have a crazy amount of books. I do have a crazy amount of books, but then I've not always bought all of those books. So question 4. Do you use your local library? I used to. As it stands at the moment, I don't use my local library. 5. If so, how many books can you or do you borrow at a time? The last time I went to my library, you could take up to 10 books out, and I often did take out the limit. Yeah, I would take 10 books at a time. 6. What is your opinion on library books? I think libraries and library books are great. I used to go to the library all the time. Now that I kind of am in work and my book obsession has grown, I like to collect books. I was going to the library, taking out books, thinking, oh my god, I love this book, and then buying that book. So the library, I wasn't using the library in the correct way, because I was taking the books out and then buying them. So I wasn't saving anything, but sometimes the library books I take out weren't in the greatest condition, which is always painful to see, and some of them were a little, like, you know, really filthy and was not very nice. Some people didn't treat them with the respect that I personally treated them, and which got a little depressing after a while. 7. How do you feel about charity shop second-hand books? I don't have anything against them personally, but I like getting a book in the mail or picking it up in the store, being the first one to crack it open, knowing that book is mine. I do own a couple of second-hand books that I found a really great charity shop last year, and I hope to go back there soon. They had some fantastic YA books in there, and most charity shops that I personally have gone in the past have never had a book that I've wanted, but this shop was great, and if I go back again and they have more, then I will pick them up, but only if they're in like great condition. I don't really like the battered and tattered sort of ones. I don't buy those. Let's see. 8. Do you keep your read and TBR pile together on the shelf or not? No, I don't. It's a complete mishmash. To be quite frank, I don't have the space to store them separately. I like to keep authors and series together, and there are obviously some books that I'm in the middle of, some that I've read and then some that I haven't, so I wouldn't want to keep those separately. I like to keep the series all together. 9. Do you plan to read all the books that you own? No, to be honest, I just plan to keep collecting them until one day they all fall on me and kill me. No, of course, I plan to read all the books that I own. It may take a very long time, but I do plan to read them all. That's why I kind of have them. 10. What do you do with books that you own that you feel you'll never read or felt you didn't enjoy? I have a real problem actually parting with the books. Even if I haven't liked them, I find it really hard to get rid of them. so I haven't actually, if I've not liked a book, I've kind of still got it. I did actually get some storage boxes because I was running out of bookshelf space, so the books that maybe I didn't enjoy as much, they've gone into boxes purely so that the shelf space can go for the books that I have really liked, or, you know, I'm planning to read kind of soon. Question 11. Have you ever donated books? Not that I can remember. I might have done, but like I said in the last question, I find it really hard to part with them. I may have done when I was younger, but I can't really remember. But as it stands, I would say that I haven't ever donated books. 12. Have you ever been on a book buying ban? Once. Not last year, the year before. It was the month before my birthday, and a couple of friends were saying, "No, what do you want for your birthday?" I said, "Oh," I was saying, "Oh, you know, I just love books. Just books would be the best thing you could get me." And they're like, "Oh, but you're always buying books. We wouldn't know where to start." So I gave them a wish list and then didn't buy anything for a month. I say didn't buy anything. I bought a couple of things, but things that weren't on my wish list. But I didn't buy as many books, and it was quite difficult, I've got to admit. And I don't think they work very well, especially if you do a book buying ban. You then want to buy all the books that you would have bought anyway, and you kind of binge. I tend to just have a steady stream of book buying. It's very rare that a week or a fortnight goes by where I've not ordered a book. And I like it that way. 13. Do you feel that you buy too many books? I probably do buy too many books. My mum certainly thinks so. But I like to think of it that it's not a bad obsession to have. Like I say, if I do go into a bookstore or something, I don't smoke. I don't drink a lot or very often. This is my hobby. It's something I like to do, something I like to collect. And it gives me a great pleasure to read, and it's just something I've always enjoyed, but I'm enjoying more so now because of YA and the booktube community. So in the grand scheme of things, and from a space point of view, I probably do buy too many books. But then on the other hand, the question is, are there ever too many books? I would say no. So thanks to Sue for tagging me. Thanks to Megan for creating the tag. I tag absolutely everybody that is watching this. If you want to do the tag, consider yourself tagged by me. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and happy reading.